Recycling Project, Fall 2016 by Jaqueline Negron. When coming to this class, I was not sure what to expect, but I came with an open mind towards social justice. At first, we began talking about Paulo Freire, Aaron Gruel, and Caitlin Roy de Bellis. First, we talked about Paulo Freire, who was a Brazilian educator and philosopher that advocated for the critical pedagogy and was best known for his influential work, The Pedagogy of the Oppressed. The most important thing that I learned about Paulo Freire was that teaching should not be limited to one person's point of view, but rather open for discussion. Next, we talked about Erin Gruel, who was an English teacher at Wilson High School. She's known for her unique style of teaching, as well as helping your students survive and graduate high school, even when the odds were against them. Many of her students went on to college as well. The most important thing that I learned from Erin Gruel was to stand up for what you believe in, no matter who or what is against you. Many of us remember the tragic event that occurred on December 14th, 2012 at Sandy Hook Elementary School. After this tragedy, Caitlin Roy de Bellis shared her experience and her point of view as to why she decided to choose hope. The most important lesson that I learned from Caitlin is that bad things happen to all of us. However, these moments don't necessarily define us. What does is how we choose to react to them. After reading these books, I felt eager to meet the students at Paulo Freire Social Justice Charter School in Holyoke. On our first trip to the school, we met with the principal and teachers. They were welcoming and excited just as we were. We discussed the different projects that they needed help in, and the next time we met again, we separated into our groups to begin doing some social justice. Kira, the science teacher that was overseeing the project, helped get us started by telling us what exactly she wanted to do. She wanted to replace the recycling bins or get better covers for them, as well as implement a learning method to the students and staff that can help them become more knowledgeable on recycling. Things began getting complicated when we realized that the school was in the process of hiring new custodians. We knew that even if we got the grant for them, that they would not have been able to train the new staff members on recycling fast enough. So we decided to pass the grant on to the next recycling team and instead help create the foundation for this project. We first created a lesson plan that explains what recycling is and its purpose. Then we created posters that Kira wanted to hang up in the hallways to remind students to recycle. Our time at the school felt short, and sometimes we felt like we didn't help enough, but I know that we did what we could, and I'm happy with the results at the end. The best experience was meeting Kira and Luba and listening to their stories on how much social justice they have done. It was inspiring to hear how much effort they have put into this school. The worst experience was getting stuck on what to do next. Because they were in the process of hiring new custodians, we could not complete the grant and we were not sure as to how we could educate the new custodians on recycling. Even though we did not get to spend any time with students, we were able to set some plans for the next recycling group to possibly go on a field trip with the students. The most important thing that I learned from doing real-life social justice is that you should always be open to new ideas because sometimes things don't always go as planned. This experience has enhanced my teamwork and communication skills. My advice for upcoming students is to come to the school with an open mind and try your hardest. Remember that the time you have may not be enough time for the things that you need to do, and that's okay. You are helping even when you think you're not. As I look ahead, I believe that this experience in doing social justice will help me out in my future as a physician assistant. This inspires me to reach out and help in my community, and a great example would be volunteering at a local clinic. I hope that the next group of students in the recycling project can help finish the grant and get the supplies that they need in order to fully integrate recycling into their school.